Okay. So here what we are going to do is we are creating a new data factory from the beginning. Okay, I will revise once whatever I have done so far. Then after that we are going to complete the copy activities. So objective of this session is to complete the copy activities. You are going to learn what is the copy activity will do. You will understand the basics. So the copy activity means what? You are going to copy the data from one place to the other place, right? So in the local system, when you give a copy, the file will be copied from one place to other place. In Azure Data Factory, the copy activity, what it will do is, it will do two things. One is just to do the bridge pattern, copying the data from one place to the other place. It is like a bridge. So it is copying the data from one place to other place, that it will do. The next one, what we can do is, we can able to copy the data from one format to the other format, that is also possible. Okay, you are going to learn so many concepts here, so you can able to understand so many things here. So the complete cloud approach you are going to learn now. Okay, so I'm going to create a new pipeline for this. So please wait for a few minutes because it is getting created. Sorry. Yeah, it's still going on. Deployment details, it will tell you. So yeah, it's opening now. Yeah, so here you have Azure Data Factory Studio. So click on Launch Studio. So Launch Studio is going to give a designing platform. The designing platform, what are the things you can do with the designing platform? Declaring a parameter and declaring a variable. These things you can able to do. Okay, so I'm going to create a new pipeline here. I want to tell you one thing. So when you are creating a pipeline, if you publish, that will be get stored in your storage. If you are not publishing it, that will not be stored anywhere. So how to publish, I will tell you. So whenever you are creating this, publish all will come into picture. So nothing is there, then it is showing an error. Okay, you can able to create at least minimum one activity so that you can able to publish your storage account. Store your Azure Data Factory. Otherwise, you can't able to store. The minimum one activity you have to keep it in a pipeline. Maximum you can able to have 40 activities. More than 40 activities if you store, the pipeline will say an error. So you can have only 40 activities. More than 40 activities you cannot able to store. Is that clear to you? Okay, let's start with this. So this is one activity now. So this is the first activity I'm going to create here, copy data. Okay, so the copy data is ready to copying the data from one place to other place. I'm looking at the properties here. So what is the properties we have? General, it is for naming. Just I'm renaming this one. Copy from source to target. Okay, this is what I'm going to copy. Yeah. So description you can able to give, anything you can able to give. As of now I'm leaving null. I'm not entering anything. So here I'm just giving selecting the source. When you give a source, please listen here. So you're going to understand a beautiful concept. Source data set. There is a term used in data set to cache any type of data. Okay, but you need to specify what type of data you are going to cache it. So it is asking to source data set. I have not created any data set so far. So what I can do is I can able to click on new button here. Okay, so what it will do is it will help you to create the source data. So what are the type of sources are there? All type of sources it is given here. For example, I'm going to copy the blob storage beans. If I type here blob, so the blob data set will be there. So what is the data set you are going to create? Blob data set. Blob data set can able to manage the blob data. Either it can be a file or it can be a table or anything. So whatever the data if you want to collect from blob, then if you have to go for Azure blob storage. So Azure blob storage data set it will help to manage the blob storage data. So just I select this, I will say continue. Yeah, yes, you are going to handle the blob, but what type of file? All files if you want to create, you can able to click on binary. If you want to create only Excel file, you want to deal with only Excel file, okay, then you have to click for Excel. If you want to go for CSV file, yeah, if you go for, these are all the file type, JSON file, you have to click on JSON, then it will be JSON file only, it will be get handled. So this is for file specification. So you have to give the specification, I'm going to deal only this file. But now in my case, I'm going to handle all the files. I'm going to copy all the files. I'm going to store it in a different place. So for that, I'm going to create a binary option. So if I click on binary and I'll say continue. Yeah. Now data set is ready. Now data set is ready. But one more component is required for data set to fill the data. Data set is just a place to cache the information. But somebody need to take the data from source and place it into this cache, right? That is what we call them as a linked service. Data set is what? Caching. Linked service, it will talk to the source, take the data, put it into this data set. This data set will hold the data for your further pipeline operations. You can able to use this data. Is that clear? Yeah. So now linked service I need to create. I click on the drop down list box. So here it is asking the name of the data set. I will say that source DS, source DS, source data set. Okay. So my linked service I have to create. I'm going to click on new here. New linked service will be get created. So what it is saying? So it is giving the name. I will say source linked service. Okay. Source linked service. So here what I can do is I can give the description, that is up to you. You can able to give the description. Now here next one is connect via integration at runtime. So this means the data linked service is going to talk to the source and get the data. So this is the approach that is going to follow. What is the approach? Auto resolve integration at runtime. That means what? Automatically integrate. So this is my cloud account. This is my subscription. I have created all my source. So this service also under the same subscription. So in that case, if you select auto resolve integration at runtime, it automatically have permission to connect to this source. Okay. Suppose I am connecting to AWS of your account. It is not even my account. So I need lot of permission. In that case, I need to select a different kind of integration at runtime that you need to connect. So if you click that and you have to give all their connection string variable and everything. But here it is integrated at runtime means auto resolve integration at runtime means what it is meaning. So it is I'm using my own account. So please automatically allow to connect if the further informations are perfect. Now, so authentication type is account key. So if you connect to the storage account, you will use access key. Here you are going to connect to the blob storage. It is asking an account key. Using account key, it is going to get connected. Automatically it will pick it up. You no need to do anything. Okay. What is your job? You need to select your subscription. One person can have multiple subscription. You are selecting the subscription. Is your subscription name will come. Then bottom of it, storage account name will be get appeared. So if you select on this one, your storage account names will be shown here. Now I'm going to select CMR Presser batch. Right? This is the one I selected now. So I have selected this. So yes, storage account is get connected now. Yeah. Now what I will do, I will test the connection. Just click on test connection. So it's something it is coming in green. I mean, it say that test is connected successfully. Then we can proceed further. Yeah, it is connection is successful. Yeah. So now basically it is connected to my storage service. Okay. So I click on create. So the connection is created. Now it is on the server connection level. Now if I click on this browse folder, it is going to connect to my container. Now container service I opt. If I select my blob again, so blob also will be get selected. Yeah. So you connected all these things. Now you mentioned. So from where you have to copy the file. Now you are clicking OK command here. So everything is set now. Yeah. So it is set now. You can able to connect to the linked service data set. This data set is using file path data set. From the all the files will be get displayed with this option. Okay. So you collected all the files from that container. That is the meaning of it. If I go for particular extension, then you will choose only that particular extended file. For example, JSON means only JSON file will be get connected. Now what you are doing is you are connecting with the file path in the data set. So whatever the files there, so that all will be get connected. Okay. So now this data set, copy data, what it will do? It can able to pick all the files from the source. Now sync. What is the activity name? Copy. Copying the data from source, sync it into the target. That's what you are going to do. So while syncing, you need another data set. Yeah, you need another data set. What it will do, I am going to click on new here, blob storage. That is also blob storage. If I am connecting to SQL server, then I need to select SQL server here. But what I am going to do, I am going to copy the file into the different container. Okay, so that is also blob storage only. Just I selected this a blob storage and I'll say continue. So what format I am going to copy? I am going to copy the file in the binary format. So I click on binary. Yeah. So all file will be get copied. I'll say continue here. So it is asking a linked service. So again I need another link service to copy and paste the data. So what I will do, I will go here and I will create a new data set. Here I will say target DC. Okay. So same kind of operations are there. You select your integration at runtime, auto integration. So storage account name, so that you need to select here. So what is the storage account name? CMR fresher batch. So it's selected. Then after that, what you need to do? So you have to click on test connection. So I'll say create here. So now I need to selected my target container. So I selected my target container. I'll say OK here. So now my source is set, my target is set now. I'll click OK here, all done now. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to debug. So I'm going to click on debug here. So the debug is taking place of running this pipeline. In the pipeline, first command is what? It is a copy command. So copy command is going to run now. So it is working on. Let's wait for some time whether this file is copying or not. We'll see. Yeah. In here, let's see that. So what is the input we passed? So the storage account, that is details will be here. So you can see that. So this is the target. So it is copied and writed all the files. All this information will be available in the JSON format. Okay. So now let's go and see. If I click on details, detail is saying that file read is 5 file read, 5 file return. Yeah, what is the size of the file? How many files you read it? All this information, it is completely coming very perfectly. So done now. So it is all copied the data. So I copied from one place to the other place. It is successfully done. How do you know that whether the file is copied or not? So you have to go to the storage account here. Let's see that the file is copied. I'll say containers. So where I have to check. So the file is automatically copied from there to here. So now I understand this is working fine. So what I'll do is, I'll go here, I'll check on publish all. So it is telling that these components, these activities you created, all properties are set properly. If you want to make it publish, you can publish. Any error is there, that error will be shown here. So I'll click on publish here. Now only my data factory will be stored in my cloud. Otherwise, what will happen? It will not store at all. Okay. So it is published now successfully. So it is publishing now. Wait. It is done now. Yes or no? Yeah. So it is published now. Okay. So I will revise one more time. So in the copy data, so there are two things you need to give. One is source and sink. So in the source, I am giving a new data set. So in the data set, I have to use linked service to connect that. Linked service is a just a mediator. It will talk to the source, get the data, put it into the data set. After that, you can able to use the data set to manipulate the data. That's all. So I have given the source. I have told that file path data set. It will mention all the files in the property. So it is coming. Then after that, I am going to sync the data. To sync the data, I have to give the targeted folder. So for that also I need to create a new data set. By mistake, I have not given the data set name. That is why it is coming as a binary one. So otherwise, I will give a proper naming. It will come. So now if you see that, so it is linked service is created. Okay. So that link service, it is connecting to target. Now if you run the program, so what it will do is it will take the data from source and paste it into the target. Is that clear? Yeah. Thanks guys.